Welcome back to the final episode of Enderal, my friends. I can't believe we're finally here. We have just reached the Undercity through the old shafts, and from here there are ancient tunnels that are going to lead us to the City of 1,000 Floods, or at least what's remaining of it. And then we can find an old High One and capture their soul in the world of the dead. Oh God! Jesus Christ!
Saira, you look pale. It was the echo again, wasn't it?
Yes, it was different though, somehow stronger.
Stronger? Saira?
Because we're getting closer to where the last cleansing happened. If we just follow the visions, they might lead us directly to the temple, and thus to their version of the beacon.
My eardrums say no.
Prophet.
Prophet! It is I, the Prophet! Let's go, boys. Oh, I don't want to get jump scared by another...
Lost ones. There.
Holy moly! They look terrifyingly ugly. Kill them all! The most powerful looking spell in the game is also the most useless. Pathetic. He doesn't even care. They all have rune weapons. I'm gonna have my bow drawn. Ready for any secrets of the shadows that reveal themselves. Look at them all! Aha! What are you? Oh yeah, beautiful. Look at them all coming around the corner. No, don't walk in front of me, you fool. Oh, you idiots. Look at that headshot, beautiful. Yeah, yeet. I'm doing all the work here, Battle Brothers. This ruin looks absolutely ancient though, doesn't it? Oh, rune arrows, yes, we need those. An upgrade to my current 50 rune arrows, mate, they're equipping me for something here. I'm worried, Carlisle. Which way should we go? Let's go left. Left path is always the right one to take. But we're going upstairs now. Save the game because we're probably wrong. I think we're safe. Relatively safe. Carlisle is like, that was all of them. I don't think you're right. I think you are wrong, and there's some more in this big opening that we're coming to here. Very dark. Oh yeah, look at them all down there. Jesus. Get the big one. Right in the kneecap. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful, boys. Go on. I'll give you Overwatch fire. Whoa! Yeeting enemies with that spell, mate. Oh, God. There they are. They're still there. Kill the archers. I need the arrows. Come on, boys. Let me just finish them all off for you.
Waste of time.
Keep selling it. It's a waste of time. I need more health, honestly. But I reckon I'm going to get a one-hit kill by whatever's in this dungeon. Everyone's been complaining that I haven't leveled up my character enough, and I'm like, nah, it's fine. We'll deal with it. It's gonna be okay, guys. I love this purple hue that's in the dungeon. It's very pretty. Ooh, some mushrooms. This place is the City of 1,000 Floods. We found it. We found the ancient city. Oh, okay. Excuse me. I want to be the first to look upon the city. Wait, is that an enemy? I don't know.
The City of 1,000 Floods. The name of the sun. It's so beautiful.
And dangerous. Come, we need to get down there.
We do, but wait. There's actually a burnt one here. So this is what happens to people during the cleansing. The High One absorb all their power and memories, and they just burn up completely. I wonder what's over here. I can't see any enemies down there. Okay, we'll take this staircase. Oh, God!
He has betrayed us! Jakal opened the gates and now they're killing everyone!
The temple! Retreat to the temple!
You had a choice, and you've chosen ignorance. Now pay the price.
So the same thing happened before. The cycle is quite literally repeating itself in the past as well.
What did you see?
Pyrean, someone betrayed them too and helped this jackal get into their city, and he seems to have similar motives to Korax.
What?
In other words, all that we've done so far is almost identical to how things went for the Pyreans. We are still part of the pattern.
But does that mean everything we have achieved hasn't made any difference at all? That we found the Black Stones, the ancient starlings.
All that the Prophet has seen is that someone betrayed the Pyreans too, and that this jackal was deluded as this fool Koarek. We knew that already. We are the first to be so close to lighting the beacon. I can feel it.
Alright, we're following you then. Apparently you know the way now. Come on. Alright, I'll lead the way then, because you're an idiot. Oh, it's very making me a bit dizzy, this. Okay. Are we at the bottom yet? No, just it. Jesus Christ. How far it... That's a very long staircase. Let's have a look at the view here. Very nice, very nice. We're still going down though. Jesus Christ. Look at all these burnt bodies. People were dying here to save the game. In case I die halfway down and then we have to like walk down the staircase again. That would be atrocious, wouldn't it now? Hey, how many rivers are there? What is that over there? Can you see that? It's rather interesting. Oh God! Okay, I'm at the bottom. I made it. All these people are just hugging, trying to find shelter. This person looked like they were shielding their eyes from something. It's coming from there. This city is indeed buried under... Whoa, there's some scary boys up ahead. Watch out. Beautiful. Get wrecked, son. See some more up ahead. Take them out quickly before they get to us. Don't worry guys, I will save you and carry you through this dungeon. Give me those rune arrows. I'm still using the crappy steel ones right now, but I just kind of want to save them for a little while. So we actually need them. It's crazy seeing all these dead bodies. Reminds me of the ancient man when we went to his mansion and he had these statues of what was to come. Honestly, I'm not so sure which ones the enemies are and which ones are just dying people. This looks like the main keep though. Everyone was fleeing and running for their lives.
By Malphas, all these corpses. How can they still be here? They should have decayed long ago.
Good question. It looks like magic to me. Look at how gray their skin is. Like ashes.
The cleansing. It must have done this to them. What we see here, it must have been their final moments before the High Ones devoured them.
I fear you're right. They must have tried to get into the temple, into safety. In vain. This is tragic.
Yes, very tragic. Are you done?
Impressive.
I suppose we have company.
You are impressive, you know that? Everything around you is falling apart, yet you refuse to give up. Tell us, Sarathiel, what makes you keep going?
Are you trying to manipulate me? If so, save your breath and fight instead.
Oh my, so grim. How nice it would be if everything could just be killed, wouldn't it? Even the past. Tell us, do your companions know the truth about you? All of it?
Let's go. This is pointless.
Pointless. You wound us. All we want is to help them understand. Just look at them. How clueless they are.
Are you deaf? Shut up. Your games don't work on me.
You'll take that as a no.
But there has to be a way.
Not here in Inodan, Tio. We could hide the pregnancy, but a living child? A lightborn and a mortal. It's blasphemy. As ridiculous as that may sound coming from my mouth. You could flee with him, you know. Take him somewhere where no one will find you.
What? Erlander, that... no. They would recognize us for who we are.
Not if we took precautions. But even if they did, no one would dare oppose a Lightborn. No one. Teolo, please, don't let him grow up without a father. He will be special, I can feel it, and he will need you.
What is this? But... no, I can't. The Council, Erlander. You know what they said about me. They want to do it.
You mean the exaltation? I can't believe you just said that. This is about a child, Teolo. Our child.
Yes, our child. Why don't you tell me another 1,000 times? I have obligations to damn it. And you should know that better than anyone else. You know how hard I've worked to get here, Erlander. And now you want me to give it all up? For this thing?
Teolo, how? I just don't know what to say. Being a seraph, it's a title by the name of the sun. A title. How can that possibly be more important to you than... oh, I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
Of course you can't. You've never known what it means to have to fight for something. We will give him away to one of your servants. It is better that way, for him and for us.
What would have happened if you had been there for your son, I wonder? Would he have ever started to blame the gods for this deep hatred lurking inside him? You made your son into what he became, and all because a promotion was more important to you than your own flesh and blood. And that is why you will fail here, don't you see? Because failing is what you do. As a soldier, as a protector of the gods, and as a father. You are a butcher, a loser, not the glorious savior you want people to remember you as. Admit it already.
Kirash, that's a lot of them. What are your orders, Grandmaster?
Shara, you and Keeper.
Jesus. The echo of the cleansing. Whoa, watch out behind you, fella. These are so much weaker though. Ah, there he goes. The Dragon Priest. Wow, that one's super strong. Oh, get wrecked, son. Kill the Dragon Priest. Ectoplasm. These are mere ghosts. You can tell we're getting closer because they're summoning their own powers. Stop us now. I don't think he's dead yet.
You're blocking the way.
Oh god, there's more of them. Ow. Goodness me. Ow. Jesus Christ. Oh god. Oh boy. Eat an ice glove as it regens your health fully. Go for that. Ah. Oh god. Oh god, oh god. We're gonna have to retreat here because this isn't going well for us, guys. There's loads of floating axes. Kind of weird. Not sure it's meant to look like this. Jesus Christ, what is that? There's a giant spawning at the top now. Ow, ow, oh my god, those arrows hit like bloody trucks. Oh god. One down. Are they getting back up again? This is so weird. Let's try and take out this giant Echo of the Cleansing. Goodness me, he looks scary. Right, let's take out the Dragon Priest. Great. Prepare yourself. Yeah, this thing is terrifying. Needs to get rid of the archers, though. They're doing a lot of damage up back. Right, let's use assassination for that extra crit damage we need. And you start yeeting on these boys. No, don't shoot at me. There we go, boom. Ow. The giant's too big to actually move in this area, so it's pretty safe actually. Goodness me. 25 arrows. They're like the best arrows in the game. I've never seen them before. Why won't you die? Carlisle, don't walk in front of me when I'm aiming my bow at this monster. There we go. Kill the Dragon Priest. We need more health. God, okay. Didn't even drop anything. Alright, let's try and get in the temple then, guys.
That was all of them. Quickly now, to the gate.
Alright, let me just loot these arrows because they're so powerful.
Garage. It's locked. What do we do?
Imagine that.
We will break it open. Do you see the ballista up there? Keep a Sakarish. You. Wait. Do you feel that?
The sun.
What the hell is dragon? Don't worry, my battle brothers. I am Dragon. Holy crap. Didn't the High Ones just help us by yeeting the castle gates there? Question mark.
Quick. He's moving.
Yes. Yes, that is good. Stay with us.
What happened?
You were hit by a piece of debris, but we are safe. At least for the moment.
The dragon. What about the dragon? Where is it?
His attack brought down the entire facade, but it also cut him off from us. He will not be able to get inside here.
What about Carlisle? Where is she?
The building came down on top of her. There was nothing we could do.
Wait, what?
I know how close you were. I'm sorry.
Are you though? You're literally just petting my shoes at the moment. We need to search for her.
Yes, and we will. But to do that, we need to find another way out of this place. So, no matter what else we do, we first have to go deeper into the temple.
So what now? What do we do?
We finish this. That arrogant display of the High Ones was a bluff. They are afraid of us, and this puppet show out there was their last trump card. But they have failed. We're here, and we're close. All that matters now is that we summon the High One and take the Numinos from him. Then it is over. Thank the gods your injuries are only superficial. Just try to keep up.
Oh, you're looking at my injuries. I was wondering what was going on down there. What are you looking at? His eyes are like looking over there or something. God. I'm glad we didn't bring Jasper with us. Okay, so where do we need to go now? We need to find the Numinos. Do we go down the long corridor or do we go right? Oh boy. But it's just a skeever, thank God. All the people died in here, man.
What a waste of time.
What a waste of time. Ruined book. Oh, hello. I'm never so sure if these are enemies or not. It's kind of confusing. Everyone's looking towards the beacon, I think, so maybe that's it over there. Oh! Holy crap.
Kiraj, did you see that?
Interesting. That must be the echo. We are so close to where the last cleansing. We do as well.
Sorry, those guardians came during the dialogue scene, guys. This blue thing, though, is that not important? This place is so creepy, man. Storyline only gets creepier. Holy crap, what the hell? Jesus, all these people just died in here. Even the children. Wait. You move. You are an enemy mouse. Checking around in these rooms as well, and honestly can't see anything like worth picking up, so we're kind of past the point where we're going to be finding unique things to grab. Soldier of what?
No,
Jesus!
The beacon is all that matters, understood? They must not harm it.
They tried to protect the beacon just like us.
Is it important?
It is important. I want to discuss the vision. Oh, this must be the beacon then. Or their version of it. Jesus Christ, why are you yeeting me off the bloody balcony? Ground. No one's making any comments on it. I think we have to go that way, but I'm not quite sure. There is, yeah, look, it has the black soul gem pedestals as well. This is like their version of the beacon. But they just failed to defend it, I guess, because there's all the dead bodies around here. Oh my god, they literally have their own beacon down here. Jesus.
There it is. The beacon. By the gods, how similar they are. Sharim, do you have the word of the dead with you?
Yes.
Good. Then place it in front of the beacon. And prepare yourself. Prophet, it is now up to you. Somehow you must recall the moment when the last cleansing happened. If Shayla's theory is right, this is the only way to get our hands on something close to a physical form of a High One.
How exactly should I do that? I can't control the echo. Looks like there's a unique helmet on the left there. And there's a black soul gem. You can see it just above my head. That must be the one that was used in this ritual. I don't know if they're important right now, though. They are glowing.
No, but maybe you can somehow lure it. According to all that you have told me so far, the echo seems to react to things or situations connected to the cycle.
Ah, so we can press
Take
these
a
items.
look around and see if you can find something.
I get it. Alright, I'll see what I can do.
All right.
So here we go, the black soul gem. Dull stone.
The beacon was created to banish the High Ones from existence, but to do that, we need something from them.
Okay. An ancient helmet.
They are similar to magic, or the power responsible for the tides. They are pure energy.
So creepy just having the exact same lines repeated to you that we've discovered throughout our whole playthrough. It's taken us so long. Sword.
He has betrayed us! Jakal opened the gates and now they're killing everyone!
And this soul gem?
The core of this sickness is in people's heads. It is a way of thinking.
But you will never understand that, High Priest. Will you?
All these events are happening again by the sounds of it. Repeat of a cycle.
It was almost as if the beacon longed for the stones. They are the key. I feel it.
Well, there is quite literally a place for the three stones, so that makes sense. Oh my god. Is that a high one? Oh god, that sounds terrifying. Oh my god, are we inside the High One's memory?
By the name of the sun. Is that...
A High One. We have made it.
Wow. That's so cool. That is so cool.
How are you feeling, Prophet? Luring the echo like that, it must have strained you.
It has, but I'll cope. This place feels peculiar.
It does, indeed. We are in the consciousness of a past civilization. Do you see that up there? Yaela was right after all.
Let's eat some food.
Is it? Our Numinars, the essence of a High One.
I wish you could see this.
All these floating bodies. People who have been cleansed over the ages. What a depressing place to be, indeed. This is the moment that could change history. Bet one of them's just going to betray us, be like, nope. What?
I have done it. In spite of everything.
Oh, it's just you, was it? Doesn't the High One feel that we're here? Why doesn't he do anything?
We are in his thoughts. What could you do against that? Time does not exist here. At least not as we know it.
So what now? How do we get the essence inside the container?
We will see about that. Maybe that question will answer itself. Sharon, do it. Carry the container to the essence.
As you command, Endearl.
What's he doing? Oh, what the hell? Oh, he teleported, okay. This is it, guys?
What is it? What are you waiting for?
Tell me, Endearl. Back in the ruins, when the High One showed you that memory, it was the first time I saw you express real agitation. Not anger, but agitation. What you did to your son. Do you regret it, I wonder? That you abandoned him in exchange for prestige and power?
What?
I don't think you do. What got to you was being reminded of your own failure. Regret. You don't know that feeling. You never have. Not even after Kira.
Sharon, what are you?
I hired the mercenaries with Khalim. I helped him kill Lashari. And I let the Neramis into the city. And still, you don't have the slightest idea who I am, do you?
Why, you were there. The night of 1,000 fires.
Yes. I survived your massacre. One of only a few.
Then you did not follow my son because you shared his ideals. You did it to get to me.
My god.
What for, your son? Justice?
Justice. I am done with this world, Endearl. I have been for a long time now. The only reason why I'm still here is a promise I made to someone. The promise that one day, I will be the one who takes everything from you.
It kills everyone in the process.
This is madness. Whatever you are planning to do, it will affect the whole world, not just me. If you want my death, why not just wait, damn it? Once we have lit the beacon, Korek will kill me. That way, all those innocent lives will be...
Please just shut up! You take me for such a fool? As if there's anything in this world you would want more than to die a martyr! Tealor Arantheal, conqueror of the High Ones, savior of mankind. You like the sound of that, don't you? You like it so much. You know, at first, I was so frustrated with all the setbacks. When the Prophet saved Lashari's research in Aldrashengrad, and when Korek's first attack on the city didn't succeed.
Now it makes sense.
But then I realized that all of this would be so much more gratifying than anything else I could do to you. Your final attempt, and so close to your target, only to fail by my hand.
So pointless.
You asked me once what my daughter's name was. Do you remember?
Yes, I beg you, please.
Lena. Her name was Lena.
No.
The High Ones.
That's impossible.
Can't believe we failed right at the end. Is that the end? We just like screwed now. He took the word of the dead with him.
You fool. Miserable, selfish fool! You killed us all!
Impressive, Arantheal. You really were close. A shame that you were too preoccupied with yourself to see it coming.
Beasts! You damn beast! He was possessed from the start!
Well...
Oh no, Arantheal. I'm afraid that is only half true. We reap, but you sowed. Of course we possessed him, but you did all the heavy lifting back at Kira, when you gave the order to massacre everyone dear to him, including his wife and his poor daughter. And so, it is a happy ending after all, isn't it? Without the Numinos, you have nothing to use the beacon's power on. And the only thing it is good for now is the destruction of your own beloved city. It will be a feast, and there will be nothing left of you once we've devoured you. Nothing but cold, gray flesh. It is just as we said. You have failed as you always have done. What is it, Arantheal? Lost your tongue?
No. No. I have not. Not at all. You have just presented me with a solution.
Don't think so.
Death? There is no solution. The cleansing will happen, and you will all die.
Yes. Yes, we will. Your Messiah, the citizens of the city, the armies, we will all burn like the sun. And then, it will be over.
You're fantasizing, Arantheal. Without...
Not this time. Here we must go our separate ways. Believe me, I wish it were otherwise. But in your condition, you would just be a burden. And I cannot afford any risks.
You're just leaving me here to die.
I'm sorry.
What? What are you talking about? What are you planning?
The High Ones are right. We cannot use the beacon to banish them anymore. But do you remember what the Archmagister said? Without the Numinos, the beacon's energy would burst out without direction.
Yeah, which is why we went to find the Numenos in the first place. Lighting the beacon without it would only...
cause a massive explosion, yes. And that is the only thing we can do for mankind now. Koarek was and is essential to the High One's plan. Whatever shape the actual cleansing takes, he wants to make sure it will happen. And we, Prophet,
okay.
we may have failed in breaking the cycle for ourselves, but not for the others.
The others?
The other people of this world. Araziel, Kira, Kile. They're affected by the cycle as much as Enderal. And I know that there must be people like us. People who have had the same dreams and feel what is about to happen. And if we kill Koarek and his armies, we buy these people time. Time to gather knowledge. Time to build a new beacon. And time to light it themselves.
So if I have this right, if we blow up the beacon, it essentially kills everyone, so the High Ones can't then absorb their powers because they'll all be dead. They need them alive so they can essentially harvest all that hatred and all those memories from them. So if we killed everyone with the beacon, they wouldn't be able to do that, and in the process of killing everyone, we would also kill the Neremese leader, the instigator of the person who's trying to make the cycle succeed at the same point every single time. What about all the people who will die?
Those whom the Neremese have not yet massacred anyway, you mean? They will die, as you and I will. But they will do so for mankind's salvation. And this is something worth dying for.
It's a second chance.
It is the only way, don't you see? Either we die here, rotting with the Pyreans, or we choose to give our death meaning by at least stopping this fanatic Koarek and his armies. The High Ones are a lot weaker than they pretend to be. I feel it. We were so close to destroying them, and I have faith in the others out there who will fight them. They will succeed where this scum Sharim made us fail.
What? Have you lost your mind? We can't put a death sentence over all Enderal just for some vague hope. These people, they trust you, Endearl. To be honest, I agree with him, though. I agree. It's like a final chance, otherwise the cycle just repeats himself, and clearly, as we found out, the same thing happens every single time. We're buying them time. Yes, maybe you are right. Maybe that is all we can do now.
It is. And I'm glad you see the truth of my words, Prophet. Once the others have succeeded, once they have lit a new beacon, we will be remembered as heroes. Do not forget that. I wish I did not have to leave you here, but in your condition, you would not make it up to the temple. I am sorry.
Right, is that the end? Is that... the game just ends there, then? Is that it? There's no way that was the ending. What? Really?
It all begins with the dreams. Breathe.
The veiled woman once again. Has saved us. It all begins with the dreams, eh? Started fleshless. Investigate the portal.
Enter the mind of a High One? I hope you're joking.
Voice tangle. Let's eat some food quickly. We're not dying out here on our own.
This was their last stand. They are afraid of us. I feel it.
This is from all the different realities.
You've killed us! You've killed us all! You have just shown me the solution.
And once again, the other factions were betrayed as well. Where the hell are we? It's like ice here. We must be in the middle of nowhere. An ice cave. Maybe we'll finally figure out who the veiled woman is. It's like very old architecture. What the hell is that? Jesus. Got like guns as... Oh, it has hands. They've been here for a long time. They've got icicles growing off it. Ah, this is actually from Skyrim. Whoa!
No. This is impossible.
Das ist nicht möglich. What is... For some reason sometimes the subtitles come up as German. What the? Who are you? What is this place?
Why are you here? Be gone, Phantom. Be gone and leave me to my slumber.
Phantom? What blazes are you talking about? What's the meaning of this? It looks like he has... It's like the Night Mother's coffin in his chest, encased in water. Keep him alive, maybe. Maybe he's part of machine, part man.
Then this isn't a dream. You really are here. But why? The Prophet dies when the Emperor leaves him. This is the course of the game. It has always been so. Explain yourself. How did you find this place? And why do you still exist?
Every cycle fails in the exact same way, just with different people. The veiled woman, she healed me and opened a portal.
Her? But why? She does not have a mind. She does not have feelings. So why should she do this? But still you speak the truth. I can feel it. Then could it really be that the unlikeliest of all eventualities has become reality and brought you here?
The unlikeliest of all eventualities. Are you saying that my being here is coincidence?
Coincidence or caprice, I do not know. The veiled woman cannot be understood.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Who are you and what are you?
I am sorry. It's been too long since I've spoken to anyone. I have had many names. The Akarians called me the God of Death. The Moonskin people, the Warden of Dreams. The Pyreans, and the Demon of the Deep. For your people I am, or was, the Black Guardian. Pompous names, I know. However, I am none of these, neither god nor demon. I am only an eye, condemned to observe again and again.
You know the periods. By the gods, how old are you?
As you measure time, older than your most daring chronicles go back, by far. I have seen them all, since our people fell. Every civilization, every cleansing, every turn of the cycle.
You were here before the cleansing started. You somehow survived the cleansing of your civilization. Are you one of the ancient starlings?
What? No. The starlings came long after me. I was only a fool who wanted to save his own skin at any cost. I knew the cleansing would come. I had known it long before the Red Madness and the war started. But I also knew that fighting it as my people did, and as most do, was pointless. So I looked for another way to prevail, and I found it. What you see here is the result. The Goliath, as I like to call it back then.
The Goliath? I guess it's this machine you made for yourself. It's not like you finished it, though.
What is it? My self-dug grave. What it was meant to be was a body of steel, an immortal machine with which I planned to merge my consciousness. Only organic life could be reaped by the High Ones, and I thought that by becoming a machine, I could fool them. By the name of the sun, how brilliant I thought myself. I wanted to become a god, laughing in the face of time. But let me spare you my self-pity. What happened, happened.
So you plan to outlive your own people? To what point? Living in a dead world?
No. Joining the Goliath meant immortality. All I had to do was sleep and awaken once more when the cycle started again, and new life came forth. Except that this new life would not have been defenseless. I would have been a true god to them, one capable of protecting them from the High Ones. No imaginary figure like the Creator, no false gods like the Lightborn were, to speak in your language.
Well, you would still be a false god, whether you could protect them or not, but I guess that's kind of what a god is if you think about it. Your plan did work, though. You built this machine, became it, and survived the cleansing, though it doesn't look finished.
As the only one of my people, yes. But it happened faster than it should have. And when the cleansing occurred, the Goliath was not yet finished. And as the Emperor unleashed the light, I had no choice but to complete the joining too early. A fatal error, as it turned out. I did survive, yes. But I am trapped inside this unfinished machine. And ever since then, all I can do is watch. Again and again.
What do you mean, you can only watch? We are thousands of leagues into the deep here, aren't we? Can't really see much, can he?
Yes. But a part of the Goliath is the eye. It allows me to see what happens on the surface everywhere. Not as literal as you imagine, of course. I see schemes, feel emotions, similar to your gift, to the Echo. But they are enough to understand.
To be clear, you've been here since the High Ones devoured your own people.
Yes. It was not how I planned it. The Goliath in its final form was meant to be divine, a synthesis of man and steel. But I overestimated myself, and I acted too quickly, driven by fear.
We haven't lost yet. Whether the High Ones triumph or not depends on what happens after Endearl has blown up the beacon.
No, you do not understand. You are stumbling through the fog, even now that it is almost over. By themselves, the High Ones are not the problem. If we would just see them as they really are, they would become powerless.
Powerless? There's only a threat because we think it is, therefore we empower them.
Yes. It is hard to put into words. I myself do not know everything about the High Ones. Only that they are part of something we call the cycle. A civilization arises and blossoms, and then, always at the same stage of their development, the High Ones appear, and with them, the Red Madness. People start losing their minds, wars erupt, and chaos rules. Until 2 or 3 years later, the cleansing happens. The moment when the High Ones devour the collective consciousness, the gathered minds of this civilization, to give birth to a new one of their own. despite all of this, nobody knows what drives them. Perhaps they act out of malice, out of an urge to survive, or perhaps they do not even have a will of their own, but are like a force of nature. But I do know one thing, as powerful as they might be, it is mankind who gives them that power. We make them into what they are, because what nobody understands is simply this. The High Ones feed on what humanity has the most of. Their ego, greed, pride, fear, and their everlasting search for an enemy who is responsible for all their misery. It is those traits the High Ones make use of. These characteristics are what make us human. And by themselves, they are harmless. Only when we bury them, when we deny them, then they play into the High One's hands. So why is this, you ask? It is simple. The High Ones alone cannot make the cleansing happen. Only a human can. With the beacon, my knowledge about it is as limited as my knowledge about the cycle. It has existed since the beginning of time, and despite what you might now believe, the ancient writings about it are true. Lit by the ones who carry the Numenos, it can banish the High Ones once and for all. But it can also destroy us. Because what happens when it is lit without a core is far more than an explosion. It is the cleansing, the triumph of the High Ones. And even as we speak, a human, Endearl, has done it again. A bright light will appear from the heart of the machine and open a hole in the sky. And within hours, it will spread throughout the world, and they will all feel it. A fire that burns them from within. A white light which will break through their flesh. Do you understand now? The High Ones have no power. All they do is to feed on our weaknesses, manipulate us into bringing about our own destruction. It is we who forge the sword that kills us, we who lead them to their victory, even though the key to salvation has always been in our hands. But instead of realizing our folly, we make the same mistake. We repeat the same fate over and over, and only because we refuse to see the truth. Yes, the High Ones are our enemy, but who wants to hear that it is our ego, that dark voice within us, that empowers them? It is so ironic. The moment we would realize all this would be the moment it all came to an end. But we do not.
What an incredible...
They reap, we sow. Dreams, thoughts, visions, they are everywhere, but the principle is always the same. They throw a tainted seed into a fertile ground. The rest happens by itself.
So Athandria is about to initiate the cleansing. He's just signed the death warrant for all of humanity. See what other options we have to speak in a second, but that's interesting because that means the Neramis who wanted us to stop building the machine and everything, ironically, if they had succeeded, they would have actually saved us, even though they're the ones who wanted the cleansing to happen in the first place. So what you're saying is that without our assistance, the High Ones would be powerless and that the cleansing would never happen.
Just think for a moment. When did the High Ones ever do anything other than manipulate you? Did they ever physically influence any events? They incited the Naramis to march against you, and time and again confirmed the righteousness of both your causes. All they told you, all they showed you, was what you wanted to hear, and what you wanted to see. And yes, if you, Teolor Endearl, his order, and the Naramis had never acted, the cleansing would never have happened.
Oh, it's so sad. And there really is no reason for all of this. I can't believe that.
Maybe there is, but if so, I do not know it. But the more turns of the cycle I witness, the more I get the impression that it is some kind of trial. A cosmic game, woven by powers we have not even come close to comprehending. Maybe this is just wishful thinking, to give all this pain a meaning, when it does not have one. Maybe the High Ones are simply a law of nature, a concept, and we give birth to them by believing there is such a thing as an ultimate external enemy in the first place. The eternal struggle with ourselves. Perhaps that is just part of what it means to exist.
And Athandriel just initiated the cleansing and signed the death warrant for all of humanity.
Like 1,000 others before him, the High Ones knew exactly what they had to do to get him to commit this last act of desperation. They played him with his weaknesses and fears, like a figure on a chessboard. And the saddest part is that until the very end, he will believe that he has done something good.
Because he wouldn't accept failure, no matter the price.
That was his greatest fear, yes. To be remembered as a failure, a broken man. That was the stream the High Ones manipulated him from the moment he died, after attempting to flee from his prison on Narim.
On the moment he died? What do you mean?
The real Endearl. He is dead, Prophet. He is a fleshless one of the mightiest tools of the High Ones.
Wow.
Just as you are.
I'm dead. Then what is this? An illusion?
I wish it were. The methods of how the High Ones influence us are plentiful. And the red madness and their ability to enter our dreams are not their only means. Their mightiest tool is the creation of projections, fleshless ones, or emissaries, as they are also called. If a person dies, and if this person has one last unfulfilled wish, a compulsion, then the High Ones have the power to create a projection of him, an immaterial image of the deceased, which thinks itself real and is perceived as such. What no one notices, not even the projection itself, are two things. Firstly, it is driven by this last unfulfilled desire. Secondly, it becomes an idealized version of its former self, almost tailor-made to free itself from the last compulsion, that ultimate scourge. The daughters of fishermen become warriors. Broken generals become charismatic and driven leaders who seem almost too determined to be real. You are one of these projections, as are all of the emissaries. You are a fleshless one, a spirit searching for liberation from something. I do not know your past before you came to this land, because before you became the Prophet, You were insignificant. But what happened to you and your friend on that ship?
We died.
You never survived it. You drowned in the Red Sea. And in that very moment, the High Ones entered your mind and made you into what you are today. And other than myself, the High Ones knew your compulsion, knew the desire that drove you. Whatever it was, it made you predictable, and it allowed them to play you, just as they played Endearl and Korak. Do you see it now? Every dream the High Ones sent you, every time they appeared to you, they all had but a single purpose: to feed your self-image, to push you in a certain direction. They wanted you to play the game for their purposes, and they succeeded. You read the echo of the future, as other prophets did before you. You helped Endearl reconstruct the beacon, and led him to the Numinos. When he saw that it would be taken away from him at the very last instant, his fear of failure led him into doing what he did.
Then this means... Oh my god, that bloody story has absolutely blown my mind. That is so clever. Makes perfect sense as well. Then this means I'm responsible and that I caused the cleansing. Or as a fleshless one, we were just one of the many devices. It seems like it would have been impossible for us not to cause it, really. Unless we discovered something or another route around it, but of course that never happens. There are other endings.
You are not to blame, Prophet. You did what countless others did before you. And you did it because you thought it was the right thing to do. Only one thing is different. In all the time I have been here, never before did a projection realize its own nature. You were meant to dissolve like the rest of mankind.
But the veiled woman.
Yet, here you stand, and I tell you the truth. This was never meant to happen.
This is ridiculous if you listen to yourself. That means the beacon was a trap set by the High Ones from the very beginning.
No, it is as I said. For as long as the cycle has existed, so has the beacon. It is an element of the game, and it has the power to end it, whether in favor of the High Ones or in favor of mankind.
Makes sense.
Yet for as long as I have been trapped here, the latter has never happened.
But the High Ones wanted us to reconstruct the beacon, and they made me do it.
They gave you impulses, nudges in the right direction. Those who know a person's past know which strings to pull.
What about the ancient starlings? They managed to flee the cycle, didn't they? How? I guess they didn't, it's all made up story. All we found on top of the ancient starling sky city were dead bodies.
The starlings, in their time, were called the Yalam Rache. And yes, they manipulated the game in their favor. Their goals were similar to mine when I created the Goliath. They were a small circle of highly intelligent craftsmen and mages. And just like myself, they did not think the cycle could be won by the beacon alone. So by unknown means,
They cheated.
they fled into the sky and created something that protected their city from the cleansing.
Are they really the ancestors of our starlings?
Yes, but knowledge about their history is sparse, since the Star City was almost beyond the reach of my eye. But I know that its first centuries were glorious. The Yalam Rache lived in harmony, and their society was the pinnacle of all that mankind could be. With time, however, their population grew. They became too numerous for their small city, and so they invented their golden rules, which were supposed to control their growth. Having children was regulated now, and those who were found guilty of a crime were punished heavily. The worst sentence was being exiled. The convicted were robbed of their memories and sent back to Earth.
Wow.
This is where the starlings of your world come from, do you see? And this is why they all feel this longing to return to a far distant place in the stars. It is an ancestral memory.
That's crazy, and it explains a lot, but what happened to them? Why is the city deserted?
I do not know. As I said, my knowledge about the starlings was always limited. All I do know is that one day they were gone. I could not feel them anymore. By that time, their society had become but a shadow of what it once was. But whether they destroyed themselves or left for someplace else, I will never find out.
Even though they cheated the game, it's interesting that they're still alive. And they survived it. Even by cheating the cleansing, it doesn't like stop the cleansing. So the beacon really is the key. Maybe there's a reason for all of this. Maybe we can still stop the cleansing.
Oh, stop it. No, it is too late for that. By the name of the sun, it is so ironic that the veiled woman did not lead you here earlier. It is over, Prophet. You are strong, but regardless of how long your power can protect you from the light of the cleansing, eventually you will dissolve too. Even if... Wait. No. Maybe you are right. Maybe there is a way.
What? What way?
But no. It would be pointless.
What would be pointless? Why?
Forgive me, I have to think. Yes, there could be a way. What I told you is true. Here on Earth, you would not survive the cleansing. But there is one place where you could. The Star City. I know that you brought something back from your journey there. The escape pods. And I know that they can also take you back there, for I have seen the Yalan Rashe, the ancient starlings, do so. Whatever has protected the city over all these millennia, it would protect you too. Yes, you could survive it. By the face of time, you could.
You want me to flee, but to what end? That wouldn't stop the cleansing, but I guess we could stop future cleansing.
No, it would not. But that is irrelevant. You are fleshless, a projection. And just like me, time cannot touch you, age cannot kill you. And thus you could succeed where I have failed. You could wait for the cleansing to be over, and then create a new humanity.
Oh man, I think I need Carlisle for that. Do what?
Create a new humanity. It is only a matter of time until the new turn of the cycle starts. New life will come forth. First, simple life, then human. And just like the civilizations before them, they will also fall victim to the High Ones, because they will have the same weaknesses as we do. But not with your help. You could be a god to them. You could guide their ascent. You could shape a mankind free of egos and weaknesses. And by doing so, you would deprive the High Ones of their power. Just imagine, in this new world, there would be no need for a beacon, because the High Ones simply would not have any strings to pull on. Mankind will defeat them by becoming superior.
I feel like eventually it always leads... No, this is wrong. I can't let all those people die. There has to be another way. You hinted at something. I don't like this, but maybe you're right. Maybe this is the new beginning. We can all make things turn out differently. Other options do we have to ask him? What exactly makes you believe I would survive in the Star City? Those machines there tried to kill us.
Yes, because that old Starling did harm to the city by trying to destroy a crystal. That awoke the Guardians, but they are asleep now. I can feel it. You would be safe, believe me.
Still, that would mean me leaving mankind to die.
No, they are already dead, damn it. Endearl has lit the beacon, and unlike anything else you could do right now, this would be a chance for permanent change. By the face of time, do not let all of this become meaningless. Every second you waste doubting lessens your chance to get to safety.
Mankind without an ego. What's that supposed to mean?
The High Ones reap, we sow. It is our weakness that make the High Ones strong, our ongoing fragility. And if not for that, the High Ones would be powerless. You could be the one to create a humanity like that. Altruism instead of greed. Self-responsibility instead of the continuous search for an enemy. Awareness instead of blindness.
But what makes you believe I could do that? Lightborn tried to do the same thing and they failed.
The Lightborn tried to force their ideals onto an already rotten people. Just like the Pyrean Sun Priest and the countless false deities before them. You cannot save a tree whose roots have already withered. But with you as a deity to lead this new mankind, it would be entirely different. You could completely change what it means to be human. And would it not be presumptuous to rob the world of this chance? Simply because you are afraid of failing? Believe me, I would give a lot for this chance.
That's interesting. I don't know if I trust this robot. Endearl's probably already going to activate the beacon or attempt to activate it. Maybe if we destroy it, we can at least save the cities beyond Enderal. That would still result in the cleansing happening and us being back to stage 1 though. However, if we do go to the Star City, a new beginning that we're a part of could end differently. At least we'd be another piece in the game able to manipulate things, and maybe we could make things turn out better, though I don't believe humanity would actually, change its humanity and not have greed and all these desires which would feed the High Ones anyway. But maybe we could, actually make things work out for the best.
It means a lot to me to hear you say that. What is important now is that we act quickly. The cleansing is already happening, and you will not have much time left to flee. You must go through the portal and then back to the temple. Then you have to activate the pods, and the rest will happen automatically. When all this is over, I will try to reach out to you.
One more thing, you said that you could see what's happening in the real world. What about Carlisle? Is she really dead?
She is. I'm sorry, but this is one more reason why you have to do the right thing. Please, make her death matter.
This guy's been sitting here in this machine for a long time, man. I don't know if I believe he's really a good guy, but I think he knows what he's talking about. That's it then. I'll try and get back to the temple.
Yes, and hurry. You will feel the light as soon as you are back on the surface. And given time, it will consume you. But you will succeed. I feel it. There is one more thing I need to ask of you, however. One final request. I want you to shut me down.
Shut you down? You mean kill you?
Yes. I want to finally rest. Please do not try to convince me to do otherwise. All that. I do not want to be a part of it any longer. I have not wanted to for a long, long time. Please, do it. The switch is in front of you. That was how I connected myself to the Goliath. It will cut the connection as well. Do it, and then go. Go and fulfill your fate.
Wait, so if this button connects you to the Goliath, it will connect me to you as well, right? So... I'll press this. Do we have to do that? Or do I just leave? Alright then, I guess we have no choice but to press this button.
Thank you. Forgive me. The two of us will now exchange places. I am sorry for the deception. And if there were another way, I would not do this. Even though you made the right choice, you are too naive to become a true god. What do you know? What have you seen? You are but a toddler in the face of time. I, however, know mankind better than anyone else, and I deserve it.
I mean, he's got a point though. He does know mankind.
Once this is all over, I will send someone to free you from the Goliath. But until then...
Doesn't seem that bad, to be fair. I mean, we get to survive still. Whoa!
Over here, Zaira, quickly.
Jesus. Carlisle saved us.
By the name of this...
Where's my torch? I can't see anything. I was all up for it, to be honest. I thought, yeah, you did a better job than me, mate. Go for it, man.
Are you alright? I was so worried when...
Miserable fool! I would have kept my word, but if you want to play games, fine! I have had enough time to practice!
Practice what?
Oh,
Uh-oh, he's pissed. Punch to the face. Oh god, that doesn't do damage. Time to use the best arrows, guys. You've waited all game for this opportunity. The Atolana arrows, 25 damage each. Best bow in the game. Get wrecked, son. Oh my god, that one hits him. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeet. Look at that. Beautiful. Stand back. Oh!
You've thrown it all away! For whom, Prophet? For this squint?
I didn't throw it away for a wench. She saved me. I didn't want to fight you, brother. I would have happily gone along with your plans, you know?
oh, damn it, not again. Don't let that glowing thing reach you.
Oh boy, what the hell is that? Get wrecked, son.
The shields are down. The generators, now!
Don't worry, Carla. I got this, man. Can I sneak it out generator? I know that makes a difference, to be honest. 50% capacity left, but that's good. Ow. Oh, there's more of these creatures spawning. Look out!
Get away from the glowing creature.
There it is. Correct.
Now, attack the generators.
Hey, let me take care of this problem for you. Oh, I hear them. Behind us. How many zombies have I killed at this point? That's right. There it is. Boom. Oh, it's blown up. You did it. Is it good? There's a red dot over there. Watch out, Carlisle.
Not again. Get away from the runes.
We're good, we're good, we're good. I'll just stand in the middle here. Boy, don't worry, mate. I got it. I think we need to set fire to this one now. Holy moly, we did it!
No! What have you done?
Achievement, the Black Guardian. Oh god. His body's still in there though. Press it again. Oh, it's not working now. What do these levers do then? There's so many levers here. They had a purpose.
Oh, I suppose the explanations will have to wait.
Oh god, you have no idea. I will tell you about on the way back, as best as I can. But now I really need to head back to the temple. The cleansing, it's happening right now.
I had a feeling that might be the case. Go on ahead. I will follow.
Do we need to head back to the temple though? I thought we were going to take the starship back. That was my plan anyway.
I had assumed as much. Yuslan and he didn't even try to help me after that dragon attacked us. I was lucky to find another way in, otherwise I would never have found you. And you are...
What is it?
My head, it feels as if it's on fire.
Cleansing.
This must be the cleansing. If this is how it feels down here, then fate have mercy on those who are on the surface. Don't you feel anything?
Faintly, it's dull somehow.
Then the Black Guardian was right, wasn't he? What you are, your fleshlessness, it protects you. Kirash, I just don't understand. You are here, standing right before me, and I can see you. How is that possible? Could you really be an illusion?
I don't know, but it's the truth. It all makes sense now. What the aged man said about me and the corpse in the living temple.
I suppose so. So, what now? Your decision, is it final?
Black Guardian was right. We need to flee. Okay, let's see what else we can ask her first. I don't know. What would you do?
What would I do? I don't know, Saira. Just thinking about a question like this is so bizarre. But if I were in your position, I don't think I could just flee. I mean, look at it however you want, but the fact is that there would be a chance to save at least some of these people by destroying the beacon. Not taking that opportunity would be sentencing millions to death.
It would only be temporary.
That's my rational half. You can imagine what the other voice says. I don't want to lose you.
Do you think you can make it out of the blast radius if I destroy the beacon to tell the others the truth about the cycle?
I don't know, but there is a secret passage into the south quarter. If I can reach the Myriad there, I might be able to flee to one of the islands. I think I can make it, somehow.
Black Guardian was right, we need to flee. Even if we were able to save the ones who are not already dead, they would only repeat our fate. It would be a break in the cycle, but maybe not. Stop it. I think our best chance is to rely on ourselves.
I understand. Then, in a few hours' time, the two of us will be the only survivors of mankind. That sounds so unreal. You have to prepare the escape pods. I will wait for your signal. Then we must move quickly. Even down here, this burning gets worse by the minute. I can't imagine how it will be that close to the beacon. Be careful, Saira. We can't afford any mistakes.
Completed. Fleshless. Brave New World. I literally just walked off this almost. I can't see anything. We're back underneath the Sun Temple. We have an optional quest to find Jaspar. Obviously, I'm going to do. He's the real bro here. Side. Almost at the exit. What the hell? Hello? Oh my god, he's like dissolving. Enemy soldier has been killed by him though. I should try to teleport myself. Well, it's lucky I have a teleport scroll, isn't it? Here we go, boys. Boom. Here we are. And everybody's dead. Oh my god, you can already see. Holy crap, that is creepy. Like Sovereign Guards entered the... What was that? All being cleansed. Why is this man naked? Paranor Korak. Keeper. We kill people? No. Had to try it. Oh look, his body is rising from the Keeper. Wow. The plot twist in this was incredible. I didn't see it coming, and the storyline is just like so much effort has been put into this final sequence. It's incredible. This is the beacon here. Can't do anything to stop it though. Wait.
Erlander. Is that you? I did it.
I don't want to tell him. I don't want to tell him. That's so cruel. I'd rather he died just thinking he did the right thing.
I saved them. Don't you see? I led them to the light. I... alone.
Oh, this is Jasper. Jasper.
You... I thought you were dead.
What happened here?
The beacon. The Nermese. They tried to storm the temple, as the Grand Master said they would. We tried to stop them, but there were just too many of them. Endearl, he came back, just when we thought it was too late.
What did he say?
That Sakarish, Yuslan, and you... He said that the High Ones got you. But that he had the Numinos with him, and that he would save us all.
Litter.
Yes. Just then the Nermese broke through the gate. But it all happened so quickly. There was this flash, and suddenly this rift in the sky. The light, it burns us. Can't you feel it?
I do, but faintly. I don't know why.
Mysterious until the very end. But you shall be forgiven. I guess it doesn't matter anyway, does it? I don't have much longer. I can feel it. Tell me, my friend, why? Was the beacon a trap from the very beginning? I thought it would save us.
It could have, but we never found the Numeros, Jasper. Sharim destroyed it. The Fandriel lit the beacon without it, and this is what triggered the cleansing.
What? But you're here. That must mean something, right? You can stop it. You have to.
Oh, Jasper. It's too late for that now, but there's still hope. Should I tell him? Oh, it's so hard. The dialogue options are meaningless, but I don't want him to die without hope. I'm going to tell him the truth because we own him that much.
Hope. I like how that sounds. It's strange, isn't it? The way life sometimes goes. Here I am, Jaspar Delveric, the man who for once in his life wanted to be part of something good. Man, some great hero I am. But you know what? I don't regret it.
Alright, let's get to the Coronium. Oh man, I'm so sad. Sad ending. Very sad ending. Here we are, here's the star capsule. Prepare the capsule.
Quickly, get us out of here.
See you in a minute, Carlisle. Take a seat and enjoy the ride. Escape this clouded nest. Whoa. Yeeted into the Earth's atmosphere. Really? We're back here? Who would have thought? Now there are 3 crosses, but nobody is burning. Burnt house. No longer in flames. Nutritiousness of meat. Have a nice little read in the Star City. Head up to the house. Man, I'm so touched by this story. Wait, Carlisle is here? And there's gravestones. Oh? Why is she... Wait. There's Jasper. Can't read that, but there's clearly like little sister, mum, dad. How about Jasper? Where's Jasper? Can't open that. Alright, then I guess we chase Carlisle down the hill. Got her. Got her. Where is she leading me? Back down the hill. Okay. I escaped. The dream always ended in like burning and fire, but that one didn't. That was like Carlisle was our escape. How the hell am I sleeping here? How? You put me in the bed. Man, there are only 2 humans left. What a view.
Hey.
What happened? How did we get here?
I don't know. When I woke up, we were here. You were still unconscious, so I thought it would be wise to let you rest a little. Just look at that. From here, it all seems so peaceful. Untouched. As if all that has happened was nothing but a bad dream. I guess, as far as the world is concerned, it doesn't make a difference whether we live or die.
Maybe not. So what now?
Now it's up to us.
A better world. Achievement unlocked. I feel like that was the best ending you could do, unless you find the Dream Flower, of course. But, like, man, it was so good. I haven't finished a game in a while where I've been like that blown away by the actual storyline, how impressive it is. Very impressed. We'll let the credits roll. I don't know, I think the alternative was the Dreamflower ending, which we had to do another side quest to unlock, which I want to do in the future at some point. We did part of it to find the Dreamflower, and I knew that ending existed based on the storyline we read in the journal. However, yeah, like the two options of either escaping and being like a part of the starting new life and leading the people as a god as one option, and then the second option being just yeeting everyone in Enderal and saving the rest of the populace in hope that they would somehow end the cycle. I feel like that wasn't really, you know, there's less of a chance of that happening than us being there to help people in the future. But that said, the aged man does exist, and he's not been helping anyone really, apart from leaving a few clues around for them to work it out for themselves. And also, that guy who built the Black Guardian existed, and how did he find out about the cleansing before it happened is beyond me. You know, so I don't know, it seems like an impossible cycle, doesn't it? Which is like super interesting, because it's like, what's the wrong and right ending? Very much a Shutter Island kind of story ending, isn't it? I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough though. Thank you so much for watching, if you did. And yeah, I just really appreciate that you guys were here to be a part of it and actually continue watching through the entire series. It was really nice to finish this. Make sure you send your love to the developers if you have downloaded this. Sure, AI made it, and wow, it's just one of the most impressive mods I've ever played, and clearly so much work has gone into this, and they've done an amazing job. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Give it a like, subscribe, press the bell notification icon, then YouTube will let you know every time I post a new video. But thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.